Welcome to the podcast, Serpentine Speaks on Mike Media Incorporated. I am the host, Mike Serpentine, here with Jay Slime. And he's been on the show a numerous amount of times, and he's definitely grown as an artist ever since the first time I started listening to his music. His music's just gotten more diverse, gotten more special, more just saucy, you know what I mean? And how are you doing today? What's up with you, man?
Chilling, man. Just woke up for me. Woke up doing the interview for me. Everything good.
Yeah, you sound like you just woke up, bro. I mean, I mean, yeah. So, what was the inspiration for Summer Age 2? That's obviously your latest body of work that's released, opposed to a couple singles. But
hmm
what can you say was inspiration for that?
So like, I took a lot of inspiration from like the chain smokers and them because I've been a fan of them for a long time. So like, they had like a big part like on the influence of that project. Also, it's like everybody's doing like every like melodic artist is doing like either like their style they blend like rap with like R&B or it's like rap with pop. So I was like, let me do some EDM. Nobody doing that shit right now. So I'm like, for me, let me get on there early.
Yeah, yeah. I love what you did with that. I love just like the various like just breaks where it's just instrumental. You know what I mean? Like, Um, I love, I love what was going on with this. Now, how did you start working with Spencer Miles, who did some work with you on this project?
So it's a very funny story. I literally ran into him at Sheets,
Oh, that's
and then
that gas station chain, right?
yeah, I literally ran into him at a gas station. We started chopping it up, and he was like, "Oh, I produce shit." I was like, "Oh, I make music." So I was like, but somehow he already knew who I was because like somebody had showed him my music, so he already knew who I was. But after that, it was just like we was locked in. After that,
That's great. Was that like back home in New York, or was that near where you at in VA?
no, I'm at VA.
Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool. That sounds natural. You know what I mean? It wasn't on so. I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
a
work.
fact.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, facts.
I feel like people be doing that like too much. Like, they just want to work with someone, but they don't want to like be cool with them first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people be trying to force it. You just kind of gotta go with the flow, work with who you work with. For me,
Exactly, bro. Exactly. What could you say about like the evolution of Summer Age 1 to Summer Age 2? Or what did you say you tried to do with that?
so Summer Rays was like my one of my earliest projects. So like the sound with that was just like straight like just regular melodic rap for me. So for Summer Rays 2, I wanted to take that shit to a whole nother level. So I was like, let me create a newer sound, update that shit, still bring back some of the old vibes, but like bring that shit way better with a new sound.
Yeah, like a lot of what rap music, and or more so trap and melodic trap. I think what people gotta realize is, while the evolution of rap and a lot of other genres kind of do run parallel, I think that like more than ever, rap and house or electronic music run parallel too because of the drum machines they use, just like the kind of formula sometimes, and I think that like people should definitely utilize house in electronic music when rapping because I think that it does get kind of tiring hearing the same fucking drum patterns, you know?
That's a fact, bro. Like I get it. For me, like when a lot of producers send me like just regular trap beats, that should be turning me off sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it just be like it's like everybody else doing that. So it's like I don't be seeing like the appeal sometimes to it. I do, but like it's certain times I see it, you know? Sometimes it makes sense, but it don't make sense all the time.
Now, is that why the bonus track was not on the album, or was that just a different reason?
So basically, let me give you like the story behind the bonus track. Right after I made Rage Anthem, right? Spencer caught inspiration for another beat. So like the outro of Rage Anthem is like kind of like a dark synth, and like that's the same synth he used for that bonus track song. So it's like after he finished making that, he heard some shit, he caught inspiration, and then he just started making like a trap beat out of that shit for me. And I was
Yeah,
like, fuck it, this shit hard. Let me hop on this shit for me. Went crazy, and then I was like, and then when I was making a track list, I was looking at everything. I'm like, This is probably the weakest song off the album, so let me just take it off. I mean,
Well,
possibly drop at another time.
yeah. So will you drop it at another time? I think it's a good song. I just think it does kind of. I think you could just drop it as a single and people would kind of get it more. But if people saw it as a part of Summer Age 2, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Like also like the point of the song was like to bring like a nighttime vibe too for me. So it's like
Yeah.
a lot of like Summer Rage is like very bright.
Yeah.
You play it like on a summer day, so it's like had to make something for y'all to play on the summer night too. For me,
Why don't you make another album for night songs and put it on that?
I was Summer Rage 3 is gonna be like a mixture of the two.
That's cool. Like at
Yeah,
night, kind of. I fuck with that. What can you say about Summer Age 3 besides that? Like what is there any collaborations we can expect on that or?
as of right now, only I got one song with Tyler Lawson that I could have put on Summer Rage 2, but I might put it on 3. But that's probably the only collab I got as of right now on that project.
Yeah,
I don't really,
you and him's collabs are really good.
yeah. But
Yeah,
like, it's probably gonna be like a longer project. It's probably gonna be like probably like 14 songs, probably something like that.
that's short compared to other albums dropped
I
nowadays.
mean, it's first Summer Rages.
No, I'm talking about like Trippy Red and shit.
Oh
I mean, I listened to a couple songs off that, but I did not listen to the whole thing. I fuck with Trippy Red though, but
yeah. Sometimes long albums you can't. It's like it's hard to like listen to them, especially the first listen. The first listen is always the hardest. But like I feel like the best listens happen when it's like when you got that shit playing in the background, and then you be like, oh, this shit hard. This shit hard for me. Like if you try to force yourself to listen to an album in one sitting, it might not sit well with you. Bars.
the if the songs on the album are like really short, then it's cool. Like Earl Sweatshirt's some rap songs that though each song is like only like a minute and a half to 2 minutes long, but and that's why that works as an 18 track album. But if each song is like the same pattern where it's like 8 bar hook, 16 bar verse, eight, you know what I mean? It's like fucking 3.5 minutes, and like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not with that.
Yeah, facts.
So, what new albums in general have caught your eye in the underground or in the mainstream?
Underground or the mainstream? Underground shit. I ain't even really been bumping like the underground like that for real. But probably like my favorite underground artist right now is probably Jaleel.
Zylia, or is that how you pronounce it? Like for real?
Yeah, he's probably my favorite right now. But in terms of like my favorite albums like as of recently, probably from 2022, I'll probably say Intergalactic from Kid Cudi. That was a great
Uh,
album.
I didn't listen to that.
Yeah, he made an album and like he put like a whole visual Netflix special behind it too. So like the album went with the movie for me. That was crazy. And then you got So Far So Good from the Chainsmokers for me. That was my favorite project for the summer. And then probably Me Versus Myself from A Boogie.
Yeah,
Ended the ended the year strong for me.
you have a lot of inspiration from him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like a lot of this like terminology. Like you talk about like you use like words like drowning a lot and shit like that. And I'm like, where's that from? But yeah, I fuck with that though. Like he's pretty good artist, and he's from where you're from, right? Or is it near where you're
Yeah,
from?
yeah. Basically, we from the same place for me. So it's like with Boogie, it's like I take inspiration from him, but like at the same time, we not in the same lane. So it's like I take
Yeah,
inspiration from him in different ways, and like a lot of people take inspiration from him.
yeah. Like your mixing and like voice does not sound like him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like not really. Like um That's why I don't really like Lil TJ that much because he just kind of. Now he doesn't sound like him too much, but sometimes you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
I like Lil TJ. I think he's really good, but sometimes it's like you know.
it's like sometimes I take like a little bit of everything from all my influences type shit.
Yeah, you gotta make a nice little like big bowl of a lot of shit. You can't just have like one flavor in it, you know.
Feel me? Gotta
Yeah,
mix it.
yeah, bro. What's your favorite Chainsmokers song?
Oh shit. Probably probably maybe Cyanide or Riptide. Those is like two from their last album that they did. But those two for me, probably maybe High too. And obviously Closer. That's my top five. Closer go crazy. That was like that was like my first. That was like not my first, but like that kind of pushed me to listen to pop music more and like past like the 2016 era.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, like, what other pop artists are you a fan of?
For me, I mean, I grew up on Justin Bieber. For me, I feel
Yeah,
like everybody. It's for me. They listen to Justin Bieber, especially like back then when there was like music choice. You remember that shit?
yeah, the fucking cable thing where you put on the music videos and shit.
Yeah. Since back then, bro, for real.
That's how I used to watch YouTube videos like before like YouTube became like popular. I would go on the on demand on Xfinity or it was Comcast back then.
Hmm.
And I would look up like I'm on one Drake music video and just like rap all the lyrics and shit.
Yeah, the classics.
Yeah, bro, like that era of like pop and rap was like so good.
Yeah, I love that era of pop too. That also kind of inspires me. Like the 2010s era, for real.
I love sampling a lot of shit like let's fly up we go like that shit is fire. I love that shit. Or yeah, bro, a lot of like let me think. There's this one fucking song I forget, but that whole group was called like We Are Young. That shit. You remember
Yeah,
that? That was so good. That was so good. No,
like feel good music for me.
yeah, yeah, bro. What was the process for making Summer Age 2?
Basically, all right. So for the first song last summer, we kind of started the album. We started the album off sampling the intro from Summer Rage One. So we sampled To Be With You. We sampled that shit on last summer. So I told him to make the beat for me. Hopped on it, made like five different tracks, and then for me, then we got the final result. So that, and then LA Dreams. For LA Dreams, I had already written that shit to another beat, so I just had Spencer like redo the beat and shit. So that was that, and then Rage Anthem, we made that shit. I want that shit. Rage Anthem was the lead single, so we made that shit straight from scratch. I was just like, Spencer laid some vibes down. I told him to go in this direction. And then he just made that shit fire too. And then I was bouncing up. It's like we was bouncing off each other's energy. Like it was like Spencer would lay down a hard ass melody, and then I would come in with a hard ass flow. It's just like for me, like we meshed together so well.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a very like you guys are both very involved in the production. Like it wasn't just he makes the tracks, you'd rap on. Like it was like a very kind
Yeah,
of
exactly.
flow, like a fluid process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I fuck with that. What does 2023 look like for J Slime's music?
Kind of got off to a slow start. Not gonna lie, but had some obstacles in the way. But I'm looking to drop 3 projects this year.
What type of
So
projects that we got?
I'll probably drop like another before Slime World, like a EP type of thing, because I haven't been able to finish Slime World too. So I'm gonna just drop like an EP before school goes out, and then Summer Raise 3, and then Slime World 2 in like December probably.
Did you say Slime Word 2 in the summer, or what was that?
I said Slime World 2 in December at the
In
end of the year.
December. Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
I got.
is
I,
who's gonna be on Slime World 2? Is it just gonna be you pretty much?
wait, what'd you say?
Who's gonna be on, like, what's that one gonna be like? Like, is it gonna be a different feel than the EDM stuff, or is it gonna be like back to the trap type shit?
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like a lot darker.
That's cool.
It's gonna have some EDM elements in it as well. It's gonna have some trap. It's gonna have like some trippy stuff, some R&B, a little bit of everything. But it's all gonna be cohesive.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause I like some of your dark shits that, like, pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, you got a good little, you can tap into some violent shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cause sometimes I only make it dark music. Not only, but it's either sad or it's dark music, and I just like making fucking violent shit. But I do like feel good music. That's why I fuck with your music. Cause like
Yeah,
the underground scene that I'm tapped into, that I do mainly content around, is mainly like fucking hardcore shit. But then I see your music and it's like, oh, to be with you, to be with you. And I'm like, okay, here's the positive energy. This is what we need.
everything out of balance for me.
Yeah, of course. Was there any difficulties when learning, like, producing when you first started? Because I know it can be fucking really hard. Because I learned like pretty recently in my life, and like, was there any difficulties figuring shit out with that?
So I haven't really been producing a lot recently, but like when I was producing, like 808s was an issue for real.
Yeah,
808s, just learning the door and shit, like that shit is a hassle.
because then you gotta make sure the 808 doesn't overlap into the next one, and it
Yeah,
causes this fucking loud ass noise.
that extra shit. So it's like when you first learn how to do that shit, that's a hassle. But once you get it, like it's easy after that. But
Yeah.
now I'll be seeing producers make beats in like 5 minutes. I'm like, damn, that's hard.
Yeah, like the TikTok guys that like speed running FL beats, and it's like,
Yeah, I be like, bro, how do you know? Like they be memorizing chord progressions and shit. I'm like, bro, they on another level.
yeah, it's a lot of. They also do the hotkeys thing where like, you could press something and it just automatically like selects like 10 different things and shit. I guess it's a tedious thing, but that shit I don't understand how they do that shit either.
That shit is still impressive. Like
Yeah. So in general, what would you say is the best part about making music?
I love like the end result.
Yeah.
Like sometimes recording can be stressful for me because like sometimes sometimes it takes me a long time to record certain songs and shit. Or like the task might be like a little hard on the producer. They might have some struggles. So sometimes the process isn't the most fun. I'm not gonna lie, but like the end result when that shit is done, bro. Shit, that's a blessing for real.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good thing you just hear a whole fucking, like, you're like, okay, I finished this project, just gonna listen to the whole thing. It's a good feeling.
And it's like like replay value too, because I feel like Summer Race 2 has more replay value than Slime World. Because I've still been bumping Summer Race 2. That shit came out 7 months ago. Now I haven't really been bumping Slime World like that because like I probably bumped like two songs off it for real. But like Summer Race 2, that's still in the rotation heavy. Everybody go back in the summer, so it's like I could remarket everything too.
Well, that's when you know you win or you won. Is when you can like listen to your song over and over again and not get tired of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause sometimes I'm just like, man, I can't stand my fucking voice, bro. I don't want to fucking hear it. That's why I don't even listen to my podcast like that. I do, but like it's just like if it's something that I like if it's someone that I've been dying to interview, then I will go listen to the podcast. You know what I mean? But it's like, or if it's just a good conversation I have with somebody, like I just be like inviting my friends on at this point. Like I'm not, I do big interviews and shit, but like I don't really like. I just try to have friends on and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, that should be a lot of pressure too. I understand.
Oh yeah, it's annoying. It's like I feel like a fucking kid in a candy store sometimes when I interview someone I love so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, oh my god, and I'm trying not to like be so like intrusive and be like
Hmm.
where were you in '97 on April 1st? Like you know what I mean? Just like some
Yeah.
weird fucking questions. But
You went to Project Pat, right?
yeah, and then I've interviewed a lot of fucking like big people, but it's just like as long as you either got money or you're nice, you can talk to whoever you want at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But so who's your favorite artist that you've worked with?
Um, favorite art. There's so many artists I work with, but like just to name a few, Tyler. We got Hannibal. It was fun working with her. A Dubsky. For me,
Yeah,
yeah, just to name a few. There's plenty more, but those are off the top of my head.
you've been working with A. Dubsky for a while, right?
Yeah, like when I first came out, I was working with her. So like I've been working with her since day one.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta put me on to some new shit that she's put out, and I'll do a video on it.
Yeah, she dropped that album like probably like 2 months ago. I sent it to you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'll definitely check that out.
Uh,
Now, do you have any new music videos like coming out? I think the White Girl Wasted music video. You had a music video for that song, right?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I hate that shit now. Like at first when it was made, I was like, it's cool, but like looking back on it, bro, it just that shit just look unprofessional. Once I drop these new videos, I'm taking that shit down. So I got a video for last summer, and I got a video for Rockstar Age. So once I get those two like edited and shit, I'll figure out when to drop them. So I'll probably drop them in the summer, most likely.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I think it was a cool video. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it was cool. It was just like, you know.
Cause like see, I kind of made a mistake. I had two different people who work on it. So I had one person make the trailer, and he actually did like a really good job on the trailer. And I had another person edit the music video, and I should have just had the person that did the trailer edit the music video.
Yeah, would have been more consistent, you know.
Yeah.
How you be getting all these people together? Is it just like college shit or?
Yeah, it's just networking, but I have a pretty strong network over here. That's why I'm kind of still down here. Know a lot of people.
You should probably just move there when you're done.
Yeah, I might low key. I don't know.
I don't
I
know. I
might have
mean,
to.
I don't know about living in the city though. You know, I mean, I know it's where like you grew up. It's just like I would hate living in a city, bro.
Nah, I love living in the city for real. Not the hood, but like just being in the city. Like for me,
Yeah,
a lot of opportunities out there.
yeah, like shows too. That's what kind
Yeah,
of sucks about being like in Delaware. Probably like being in the middle of you're not in the middle of nowhere, but you're not near a huge city. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I did a show like last year, but like it'd be hard to do it shit doing shit out here, bro, because it's just dead over here. Basically, like for Liberty, like I don't know if you know like the history behind Liberty, but like Jerry Falwell, the owner, like the founder of Liberty, kind of owns like half the town. So like there was like barely any nightclubs, barely any type of nightlife here, and like shit just started recently open up after he died type shit.
Yeah, cause like when you like so, there's a college town near me in Delaware. They don't allow um, venues that have stages on them because it's already a college town. There's already a bunch of fucking bars. People get fucked up, and also they don't want to hear that shit at night. You know what I mean? So like, they don't allow that shit. But that's like when you have so much control and it's a small kind of peaceful environment. It's just like That's why people go. That's why all the shows are in the city, because there's too much people. That if that was the case, if you couldn't have a venue in like Philly and there's no stages allowed to be built, people would be doing that shit anyways. There's too many
Yeah,
people. You feel me? But since there's like only like 10,000 to
that
15,000 people where you're at, you know.
cannot control New Yorkers, bro.
Yeah,
That's what.
nah. Yeah, you know.
You're done.
Yeah. They're about to do that some shit like that in California. They're not no cigarettes after 2006. After people born in 2006 or some shit.
What the fuck?
Or no nicotine products, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what's up with you? Did you like what's your opinion on like, shit like that? Like
Naked,
cigarette, yeah, like nicotine, cigarettes, and like the
bro.
the
I'm blessed. I be addicted to that shit for real, bro.
yeah, it
Cause
sucks.
like everyone I know is addicted to that shit, literally, bro. Everyone around me, I'm just like, bro. And then it's like when they don't, when they lose their vape or whatever, they get so pissed off and shit. Like they turn into a different person. Like that can't be me. I can't.
Yeah, bro. I used to fucking chain smoke, bro, but that was because I was in mental health treatment with nothing else to do. But that shit, it feels good for a little bit, but it just sucks. Like when you run out of like money and you like can't get it, or you're fucking bumming cigarettes, or you're bumming like hits. It sucks, bro. But yeah. So shouts out to Jay Slime promoting health to the youth for not being addicted to cigarettes and vapes.
But gotta educate the youth. I mean,
Gotta educate the youth, man. Now, who's your favorite like electronic musician in a like more kind of instrumental sense? We got like Tiesto, Gesaffelstein.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
yeah, definitely TS though.
OG in the
TS.
game.
There's like a more. I know one of my producers. He's more underground. He goes by Scobie. Scobie. He produces for Adubsky. He's real good at that electronic stuff for real.
Yeah. Um, do you ever catch yourself listening to that while like working out or just walking around, or are you mainly like listening to stuff with vocals in it?
Uh, yeah, I mainly listen to the stuff with vocals in it for real.
Yeah. But
Bro,
shout out
oh
to Tiesto though.
yeah, but Tiesto got a song with Boogie coming.
Oh man, that's cool. That's
That's a
fucking.
fact.
There's
That's dope.
a lot of good like rappers and singers work with. You know, we got like Marshmello works with a lot of people. I think that's awesome. And also Skrillex did a song with Young Lean recently, which was pretty cool. Shouts out to Skrillex. Big fan of
Once I'm
Skrillex.
in the industry, I'm gonna probably make music with those type of people for real.
Well, yeah, that's who have the biggest fans. You know what I mean? I mean, not biggest fans, but that's who have like when you team up with a producer that has a good fan base. That can almost be just as good, if not better, than a singer with a good fan base.
Exactly.
What's your opinion on like the more alternative side of hip hop, like Young Lean, or like Josiah, stuff like that? Are you into like any stuff like that?
Uh, not really. Like I kind of listen to like older stuff.
Yeah,
So like I'll listen to like a select few underground artists, and then I'll listen to like older artists and stuff like that, pop artists. I mean, I don't listen to like the stuff that everybody listen to.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. What can we expect soon, like within the next couple of months from Jay Slime?
Uh, White Girl Wasted Part Two.
Oh, like a single, like a remix type of thing.
Yeah, single. I'm trying to make it. I'm gonna try to make it better than the first one, man. I'm gonna try. And then I got like a more of a R&B single coming out before that. Probably real soon, real soon. Probably in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel you. So, thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciated this conversation. And any announcements for the fans? Anything else you'd like to say to the fans, supporters before we wrap this up?
Stay tuned. I'm dropping soon. I took some time off, but I'm coming back, bro. I promise y'all. Love y'all.
Sell those slime masks. You gotta do that.
That's a fact.
Just yeah, I fuck with that those masks. But thanks again for coming on the show, and
Um,
peace out.